Hello, everyone. I'm back with another collective energy reading. Today, we're going to be talking about the messages from your higher self. All right, so if you are excited, please be really comfortable and chilly to join me. I'm going to read you the messages that will essentially guide you through your day or through your night whenever you're watching. So, enjoy. We'll meet you at the reading. Alright, guys, we've got our very raw, natural kind of deck which I made, which will give us like kind of an output of the message what your higher self is essentially trying to do. Also, if you want to know what higher self essentially means, is that this is the self of us, the part of our soul that is more spiritual, that has a lot of inner wisdom, that knows where to seek the light, the pure white light. It is also a part of us, our soul, that guides us through the dark nights and through the difficult days of life when we cannot make decisions from the logical part of our brain, right? So yeah, we're gonna be looking at the messages what your higher self wants you to know, all right, by using this deck. So let's begin. Let's get into the reading. Okay, guys, let's shuffle and see what our higher selves wants us to know at the moment. Our higher selves are very much aware of our energies, where we are, and as a result of that, they guide us on our path to awakening and spirituality, and also in general. All right, so let's see. Okay, we already have a message. We're gonna take two cards today. Give love a chance and romance in everyday life. This is beautiful. This is kind of talking about the fact that maybe our life is right now a little bit on a topsy-turvy kind of a level where we don't get enough time for ourselves, where we are not that much involved or in tune with ourselves. Maybe we are not getting that much time with ourselves to add more colors. Maybe our life is more so black and white without any colors. What this essentially card is talking about is to add a little bit more romance in our everyday life. For me, romance is the action we take towards anything or anybody we love. We add a little bit more spice, we add a little bit more passion towards what it is that we love. Maybe it is time for us to kind of originate or express ourselves with love than with anxiety or frustration, to add a little bit more color to our everyday life. That is what essentially our higher selves wants us to know at the moment. If we just all the time, if we are just focused on the result and outcome, we might lose this beautiful essence of love in our everyday moments, right? We might lose this beautiful romance in our everyday life, and that is what our higher self wants us to know, to add a little bit more color to your life, add a little bit more maybe appreciation, gratitude in our everyday life, that might alleviate the feelings of romance in our everyday life. This might also be talking about maybe there's somebody in your life who you feel like kind of likes you, or you maybe like them. Then don't be afraid to take the first step. This is kind of a confirmation that if you are willing to take that first step towards the person you desire or the person you love, take it, go ahead. This is a headstrong from the universe. It's gonna go well. All right. Alright, now we're gonna take one more card, and we already have one which is super cool. Right, we have I am too strong to break. Beautiful. So this is kind of literally explain the stuff that we've done right now. This kind of talks about the fact that maybe our life is not really on a bright side at the moment, but this all depends upon the perception. Our life is always kind of on the verge of aligning to our highest potential, but it is our ego that stops us from looking it that way. It is our perception that is stopping us from looking it that way, right? So what we want to do essentially is to realize that we are strong enough to not break. We are strong enough to let go of these issues of our life that the life is kind of throwing at us, because we know that if we have faith, if we move like we know the universe is walking with us, or the universe is working through us, we can easily connect to the higher perspective of things. We can easily look at the bigger picture. All of a sudden, the dark days seem to be the most wisdom containing days of our life, the days that have taught us to be strong, the days that have kind of molded us and built us into a huge great character, right? So we need to give these dark days a chance, and we need to look at them from a higher perspective. We need to look at them from a bigger picture kind of a perspective, right? Because that is exactly when we're going to see the lesson. Otherwise, we're going to be blindfolded by our ego and not really look into the wisdom that it's trying to teach us, all right? So your higher self kind of wants you to know that whatever type of failure or obstacle you're going through at the moment, do not worry. It is divinely guided, and it is just a part of the process, which is kind of here to tell you, trust, have faith in the process. It is teaching you something, right? Once you have faith in this process, once you come to terms with the wisdom, you're gonna feel wonderful, because the wisdom is always so beautiful. It is so wonderful to kind of realize that what we were going through was worth it, right? At the end, we just want it to be worth it, all right? Okay, so now we're gonna do our next deck, which is again a pretty natural deck that I created. These are going to kind of give us more info or more insight on the energies your higher self is trying to pull you or align you into, right? Because our higher self always kind of pushes us in the most high potential of ourselves, all right? So let's shuffle them. Okay guys, so let's shuffle them and see what messages or more info from your higher selves. What exactly do they want you to know right now? We're gonna look into these energy cards that we have right here. Totally natural and really raw. Kind of connect me really good to our higher selves. All right, we've got 2 cards. I'm gonna take that as well. We've got gratitude. This is beautiful. This is exactly what we were talking about. It's like adding more love, adding more, little bit more appreciation in our life, not really taking things so seriously that no good is happening in our life. It is not like that. Just shift your perception. Look at least the good things that happen. Even if 1 out of 10 good things happen in your everyday life, try to appreciate that. What you essentially do with that is kind of add a little bit more magic in your everyday life. And I don't mean magic in an imaginary or fantastic word. I mean real magic. It's like elevating our energy levels, elevating our frequencies, right? Vibrating at a higher level where we don't feel our failures and obstacles hitting on us or kind of knocking us down, but we feel too strong to break, right? So just add a little bit more gratitude in your everyday life. Your higher self is saying that maybe we don't appreciate things that much. Maybe we don't see life in a different perspective, or maybe we don't acquire a different angle to watch things. Maybe we need to do that. Maybe we need to add a little bit more perspective, large perspective into our everyday lives to look at things from a brighter side, right? Although sometimes I know it is very difficult to do that, but if you do that, if you do hold on to your vision, and if you know that I will be faithful no matter what, it's going to change. Energy is going to shift, and you're going to feel so beautifully guided, right? And the next card we have is positive. Positive kind of, I hope you can see, guys. Yeah. Positive kind of talks about the fact that, sorry guys, my camera just cut. I don't know what is wrong with this, but positive card, this kind of reminds us that our higher selves directly is telling us to please be positive, please hold on to that vision, please do not let go of your pure white light that you have inside of you. Hold on to that, right? Sorry for the noise, guys, I'm so sorry. All right, guys. So positive is kind of talking about the fact that we need to literally shift our energies from being negative or from being in a lack mentality to kind of being in a more fulfilled and grateful mentality, right? Because positive for me is a positive outcome is assured. If there is something that is bothering you, that is kind of telling you that no, the outcome is going to be otherwise, don't fear that. It's just your ego that is kind of putting a bar on your vision, right? Don't do that. A positive outcome is definitely assured by your higher selves. But what you need to do in order to attract this energy more is to be in this energy, right? Be in a more positive energy. No matter whoever did wrong to us, we will try to forgive them, we will try to make amend them, right? Because that is exactly how we raise our vibe. I'm not saying that you should not take any action towards it or something like that, but maybe you should just focus more on feeling, the way we feel, the way we react to things. That is the kind of, because energy for me is emotions of a human consciousness, what we feel at the moment. That is kind of defines how energetically vibrant we are, right? We all vibrate at a frequency, at an energy level. That is very important for us to look after our vibration, and we can simply do that. We can simply raise our vibration by just being positive, by just being grateful for the stuffs we have and not really crying for the stuffs we don't, right? So this is kind of talking about, the overall message is kind of be in a grateful, positive energy. Be more appreciative towards things that you have, and stop be fuzzy about the things that you don't, because that is kind of essentially going to push the success away from you, right? So that is it. That is all I have for you guys. I hope I was able to convey the messages from your higher selves to you, and if it was of any help, I will be so happy to help you more. If you want to see more videos like that, make sure to comment me and let me know if you want to, or if you're interested, right? All right, guys, I'm gonna leave you here with the messages. Maybe we can meet again with the new messages. So I'm sending you a lot of positive energies. Make sure to shift your energies and send these beautiful intentions to the universe. All right. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and take care. Bye bye.